Okay, Juanitosville, we are back right here, guys. You guys saw the thumbnail, so you guys know what this video is about. Now, I know you guys probably think I'm perfect, and I'm just walking around, farting rainbows, pooping Skittles, but those aren't the facts, friends. Sometimes we make errors, and here is a great example. This is a piece that I made for a commission, and there was this horse right here, and it popped off. Now, if you could look really closely, you could probably see where there was a solder. It soldered here, and it looks like it soldered here, but here, I think it looks like it wanted to, but it didn't. So I'm looking on the underside of this, and I'm just trying to figure out like where I went wrong. And there it is. There's the solder there, and then there's some solder right there by the ear of the horse, but there's really nothing down here. And there should have been, and I'm sure there, and in fact there is solder down there, right here, and I think there's some solder at the very, very bottom, but for some reason, it didn't bond properly, and this was after about 2 months. 2 months, it just popped off one day. But the real issue, guys, is the stone. Now, if I get this hot, it's going to cook this turquoise. It's going to burn this stone. So I have two options. I can use a tool and pry out this stone, take it out, reheat the whole thing, and adhere this back. My second option that I'm considering, and I think I'm going to do, is I'm going to rivet this on. And I'm going to use a technique that one of my old-time jewelry friends was telling me about. And it's kind of called like a hidden rivet. Imagine this is one layer of silver. I'm just making it thick so you guys can kind of get the drift. And this is the second layer of silver. So what we do here is we make a funnel. Just like I showed you with the burr on some of my other riveting videos, we make a little funnel like that. And then a funnel like this. This is the rivet, and then there's a funnel here. This is the rivet. This is the two pieces. This is what I probably should have drawn first. And then this rivet, typically there's a rivet and it makes a little ball right here. But instead of having, once we have that ball, what we're going to do is we're going to shave that ball off and file it and sand it so that it blends into the surface. So the bottom of it will, so it looks like it's surfaced. Now the bottom doesn't, it really on the top. So we're gonna put a hole, and then we're gonna file down so smooth that it won't hardly be visible. That's how we're gonna try to put this back on, guys. So I think it's gonna be pretty simple. Of course, I always think that, but we're gonna drill all the way through, put our rivets, set those rivets in there, clean it as good as possible, especially on the top. So we can just, you can't even tell that it's there. So it looks like it's invisible. And then I won't have to take the stone out, and I won't have to heat the whole thing. That's the solution I'm gonna go with, friends. So I've never done this before, so this is going to be really a jewelry adventure, really one that I wish I never had to do. But sometimes these things happen as jewelers, and when your client says, hey, this popped off, you say, all right, get it back to me, I'll make it work for you, we'll put it back together, no problem at all, no charge. It's just one of those things, you just got to make it happen, man. So let's get to work. All right, guys, so this is the part that's going to be just a little bit kind of scary, I guess, because we're gonna flatten this out and take the curve out of it so that we can drill the holes. And all, I don't know, man, we just got to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clean the backside, and then I'm going to clean all this right here. But before I do that, I think what I'm going to do is, so that my drill doesn't skip around, I'm going to go ahead and use these little guys that I got at Harbor Freight. little tiny drill bits, drill these holes, and then I'm going to put the first rivet in the top one. And then once I get that where I want it, then it'll be on there. Then I'll just drill through, and then drill through the bottom. I'm a little nervous, but we're in, man. We're not doing it any other way. So let's go. Here we go. Okay, that went through. That went through. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to take this back to the other side. Okay, so we have 20 gauge. And that fits pretty nicely. But I also have this 18 gauge. Yeah, it's a little tighter. Let's get our rubber block that I love so much that I've talked about on my other videos. And let's sand the back of this, guys. Just so I can see what I'm saying, you know? So that's the back side of it. I don't even know if this matters to do this, but I'm going to do it. Use my Sharpie and put a hole right through the the top rivet. Take it off, and I have right there is where I want my drill bit to be. I also have my rivet tool that I know it's meant for bracelets on the curve. Ooh, that might work. You guys with me, friends? I don't need to do very hard. I just need just enough so that my drill doesn't skip around. All right, you wily coyotes out there. I did get it drilled. So now you can see the inside, guys. This is where the rivet is going to be on the inside. And what I was telling you guys a little bit earlier about the funnel, creating the funnel, this is what I'm using. It's a round burr. Has little teeth in it. I know this is probably not easy to see, but I decided to use this size because I think this is, I just kind of eyeballed it. And what I'm going to do here is use the side of the burr, or the end of the burr, just to get right into that hole. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. It doesn't take much. If you guys can see that cone that's in there, you can kind of see it at that angle right there. There's a cone. It doesn't take much, just enough for the silver to fill that. We're gonna do the same thing with the tops of these because we want that silver to fill the gap. Okay, let's go. Okay. I can see material. So there's a little conage. Have some conage. So the next step right here, friends, is to re-bend this so that it fits perfectly around this. Alrighty, let's see if we can get this horse to bend. I'm sure there's some pros out there saying, what the hell are you doing, boy? We got a little curvage, little curvation station right there, friends. All right, you cat moms and dads out there. Are you guys cat people or dog people? I'm a cat person, but only because I just love the abuse. So in the comments, why don't you guys tell me if you're a cat person or a dog person? Because I am definitely a cat person. I'm just kind of looking at it, this wire going right through. I'm a dreams come true type of guy, friends. Negative self-talk. We have to overcome negative self-talk. We have to overcome defeatist thinking, problem-based thinking. We need to be solution-based. If that makes any sense. It's just art, guys. It's just art. Somebody's pushing their gas pedal really hard out there. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the camera, but somebody's going, wah, wah. when people like drive past me with their tough trucks and slam their gas pedal really hard to try to show me, I'll show you. You know what I think in my mind? I'm like, you're wasting gas. That little show-off moment cost you about $4. Okay, guys, I think I'm right where I want to be. So as you guys know, if you guys have seen my rivet videos, about 1.5 millimeters on this side. I kind of hold it with my finger. And then I use my shear snippers, shear cutters. It's always good to have more material than not enough. I'm going to go about 2 millimeters on this side. Don't shear your finger meat. Bam, friends. So now that I have that in there, I don't want that to fall out, because if it does fall out, I'm not getting it back in there. I've already known that. I know that about myself. I used to not know how to use this tool, but I'm starting to learn how. Somebody on the interweb told me that this is for bracelets, doing rivets on bracelets just like this. So if I can get this in there, get on that little node. You guys can see that node. There's a little hole, like a little divot. All right, Juanitosville, I can't let you out of this party, guys. I am just cross-hatching this rivet. One of the old techniques I learned is to cross-hatch the rivet, and I'll do a picture. Man, that is very stressful. Okay, guys, you guys can see that that rivet is in there. That piece is on there. It's basically where I want it. I can still kind of tweak it left or right a little bit, and I can right there. And then I'll drill a hole right there, do the other rivet, and then I'm going to start to clean this so that it is flush with the horse. And hopefully I can clean it enough where you can't tell that it's there. Okay, friends, I got the hole drilled. I got the hole drilled right here. I did the little cone in the back, as you can see right there, if you can. I'm going to put the second rivet in. I've done these a few times, enough rivets to know what feels right and what feels too long. So then I'm going to take it over to my block and then do... All right, Juanitosville, I made a slight error here, and I wanted to share this with you because this is something that you got to be aware of when you're doing rivets. See how that bent over right there? That means that either my rivet was too long or I didn't have it on there flat enough, had an angle or something. Just a little piece of caution. Even 2 millimeters too long is too long. 1 millimeter too long is too long. So just, and maybe I hit it too hard right away without it being square. Maybe it wasn't square on there. So there's a couple of reasons why that might happen. I got friends in low places where the... Found it, buddy boys. Yeah. Drop that piece of wire on the floor. And all right, cat parents out there, look at this. This is where I'm at now. I got both rivets in. They're very rough. This is the rivets on the bottom. Also very rough. And I guess to find out if this really worked aesthetically is how smooth and cool can we get this horse head. It's very rough still. I just had a little bit of sandpaper. I was just kind of going over but it did mushroom into those cones on the front and on the back. So I'm just going to spend some time just kind of sanding this and seeing how smooth I can get it, and I'll bring you guys back. I'm really going to work really hard to see if this is possible. My old buddy said you can do these invisible rivets. I don't know if I'm more hillbilly than he is, but I'm sure I am. But I'm going to try. I'm going to keep working because I think I think we can achieve that clean look. We're going to try, though. Okay, Juanitosville, I mentioned that I was going to use just sandpaper, but then I thought sandpaper is going to sand everything around it at the same rate that I sand the node. So what I want to do is go with my hard file, my hard little needle file, and I'm just going to just give it with the slope of the thing, and then I'll sand later. But I really want, and I think I'm achieving right there on that top. I'm working on the top one, and I'm getting there, guys. That is a good indication that I am getting close, guys. I think I'm gonna pull this off. Yeehaw! Oh, buddy. Alrighty, Juanitosville, look at that. Now you can see right here, there's a little piece of rivet still kind of showing. But the one by the eye is completely gone. And I think if I work a little bit more on this right here, I'll get that out of there. That you can barely see it, but it's right there. And I just went with my file, guys, and I just went over and over again. So it is possible. This one is a success, hidden rivet. This one is not quite a success yet, but it will be. And I'm going to keep working on this, guys. But, man, thank you so much for being with me on this journey. That's pretty good for my first try, guys. And I hope you guys have success up there like I did and not down there like I did. I think I can probably work on it a little bit more, but I have to go make my dreams come true and other things. But I want to work on this video and get it out to you guys and show you guys that you can buckle on a piece with rivets. Under here, I still have a lot more work to do to make it clean, but it's nice and it could be worn comfortably like that. But I'm going to polish this whole thing and then get it back to the client. Oh, friends, thank you so much. I know this was a little frustrating. It always is a little bit frustrating when it's your first time doing something. So give yourself grace, have patience, have a positive attitude. Make sure you stop and breathe a few times so you don't drive yourself nuts like I do. If this had any value to you, please subscribe. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and you guys are making your dreams come true out there. Staying positive. I know the world's kind of a crazy place right now, but we got to stick together and we got to use our art. Little by little, we contribute to the shine of the world and hopefully the happiness, the joy, the confidence, the swag, all that, the good stuff of the world, friends. So, like I said, if you guys enjoy this, please hit subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next jewelry adventure. My name is Benny. I'm out. Peace.